Alright, here we are for round 3, and we've lost the die roll this time, and this hand is not really particularly good. We're on the draw. We have multiple Farikas, which are not very powerful. We only have a couple of land, and nothing that we can actually cast. We'd have to draw a land to be able to cast anything. And we don't know what our opponent's playing. We don't know how good these things are, but the second Farika is already useless, so I'm going to go ahead and mulligan this and hope for something that has a little bit of acceleration, a little bit of actual castable early interaction. And this has, well, if my elf lives, this is a reasonable hand, so we're going to go ahead and keep this. If elf gets killed and I don't draw a land, the game is almost certainly going to be over on the spot. My opponent, of course, plays basic mountain when I need my elf to live more than anything. Alright. Well, we did draw a land that can allow us to cast elf without taking pain, and gives us the ability to not necessarily just die if our elf dies. Is elf dead? Elf, whoa! Didn't even give me a chance to block. Didn't even give me a chance to block. What if I wanted to block, man? Maybe he's digging for some sort of shock effect. Alright, Foundry Street. Real as the streets, the denizen. Coming in for 4. Looks like he does not have a land. I guess this was the one land upkeep Titan Strength Scry. Alright, well, I'm going to play a Courser against your red deck on turn 2. And I like the way this game is going from here. You can attack me. I won't block if you attack, I promise. I don't want to get Titan Strength again. I'd rather have my Courser in play. Fire Drinker Satyr and Fire Drinker Satyr. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and play a land and play Eidolon of Blossoms. I could. Yeah, I think I want to play Eidolon. Maybe this is wrong, actually. I'm going to Thought Seize you. None of these cards really do very much. Rabble Master I can just kill with Murderous Cut. Eidolon the Great Revel is not very good against most of the stuff in my deck. It's mostly actually fairly expensive. Could just make Magma Jet to make it so it's very difficult for my opponent to scry to anything, and I can potentially block with Satyr Wayfinder. I'm going to do that. And now I'm going to cast Satyr Wayfinder. Should have done this differently, I think. Ooh, and I didn't hit a land. Alright, well, I certainly have a lot of fuel for Murderous Cut. So, Rabble Master and Eidolon in my opponent's hand. And there's the Eidolon, which is not going to really hurt me. Alright, well, I'm going to cast my own Eidolon of Bigger. And we're drawing Doomwake Giant. Doomwake Giant has been very good in these games. I'm going to say go. Totally happy to block with my team over here. All of my creatures are really happy to block. Alright. My opponent's going to kill himself with Eidolon of the Great Revel. I'm not going to bother casting this. Just not casting Caryatid. Who needs it? If I draw a land, or rather there's a land on my deck, Doomwake Giant just wins this game on the spot pretty much. Ooh, is this is there a Convoked? Okay. Alright, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I have to admit. So now we know that our opponent's hand is Rabble Master at this point. Oh, he's just conceding. Alright, I mean, I guess he basically knows that, I'm at 14. He's not going to be able to break through this, and I do have a Doomwake Giant in my hand. I would probably wait until at least see me play a land before I concede if I were him. But I guess some people just don't have the patience for that. So Vileblight and Drown in Sorrow come in. I think I also probably want Arbor Colossus. Farika seems slow. Hero's Downfall's pretty slow. Murderous Cut is good. Thoughtseize is pretty bad. Arbor Colossus, well, Arbor Colossus is a little weird because Arbor Colossus is a card that can certainly shut games down, costs a lot of mana, and red decks. These red decks actually have a lot of like can't block type tools, which does make an effect like Arbor Colossus, just a big body, a lot less attractive. So it is possible that Thoughtseize, despite playing against an aggressive bird type deck, is reasonable. I play. I don't think I want a bunch of Arbor Colossus actually. I do think I want Thoughtseize. I want 2 Thoughtseize, maybe 2 Thoughtseize, 1 Arbor Colossus. Maybe doing a Hero's Downfall. Maybe I literally just don't sideboard. Sideboard this in. We sideboard out. What did we sideboard out? Farika's for Bile Blight and Heroes and Drown in Sorrow. That actually seems. Yeah, I don't think I want 5 drops in my deck here. I think, you know, the tools that I have, if I find them, are going to be strong enough to win. Hornet Queen feels better than Arbor Colossus. Obviously, it costs a lot more mana, but Doomwake Giant is basically just going to win the game on its own if it ever happens. I think this seems better than adding some 5 drops against a deck that has stuff like Hammer Hand. If I, you know, recall the deck correctly, maybe we'll try these. We'll play 1 Colossus. 1 Colossus. We'll give it a shot. If I draw the Colossus and win with it, I'm going to feel like a genius. Oh my god, there's a Colossus. This could be Hero's Downfall. I have a Colossus in my hand. Oh god, if this was Hero's Downfall, it'd be so much better already. So we're looking for basically any of our... Ooh, speaking of... Or any of our, and I was about to say, like, mass removal effects like Drown or Doomwake, and there's a Doomwake. Alright, Eidolon's pretty powerful here. I'm going to be casting cheap spells for the next couple of turns. Titan Strength can get something through my Caryatid, which is pretty rough. I think I would rather block the Eidolon. If he does play, like, if he has like Shock or something. Alright, well, he didn't have anything. So here, much of the time when you play a Courser of Crucifix, you do so by tapping Caryatid. It's more important that Caryatid blocks here. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe I'd rather get the... I'd A, have a chance of getting the land off the top, and B, just get the life right away. So yeah, we'll just do that. Swift Spear. Okay. These guys are attacking me. So this is Stoke. This looks like a Stoke. He's casting something. I'm going to block one of them. Because I'm just going to cast this Arbor Colossus next turn. Okay, just totally bluffed me with it. Alright. Well, speaking of feeling like a genius, I'm going to cast Arbor Colossus. I don't get my land off the top. Maybe I do just actually play Courser and gain... No, because then I take damage from this. Yeah, alright, we're just going to play the land here, gain a life, and play Arbor Colossus. If he like threatens my Arbor Colossus, I'm going to feel real dumb. But until that happens, I'm going to feel like a genius. The 1 Arbor Colossus I sideboarded in. Booyah. I guess you have Chained to the Rocks, which makes him like Arbor Colossus pretty unexciting. He probably would have Chained to the Rocks my Courser of Crucifix, though, since it's both blocking and gaining me life. What is his hand? It must just be... Does he just have all land? Like, it doesn't seem like his lands or spells, or creatures or spells. No, there's something. 5 mana? Sarkhan. Whoa. Alright. Monstrosity! Costs a lot, though. Oh, he killed that. That's kind of suspect. So I just attack Sarkhan here. Seems like it's probably the best use of my Arbor Colossus. Either kills a creature or kills a Sarkhan. I'm gonna play Courser here. No, Courser does damage to me. I'm just gonna play Doomwake Giant. Can potentially wipe out his board with 2 guys next turn. We don't want that bottom. We want an untapped land so we can play Hornet Queen or 2 guys. Oh, and he just conceded. So, see, I actually added the 2 cards afterwards. I found the Reclamation Sages, which just somehow didn't get added to my account despite being on the deck list that I imported from the coverage. I literally went and looked at the text file to figure it out. But Reclamation Sage did not matter. We never brought it in, and we went 3-0. We, that last match was a little bit awkward. In game 1, our opponent stalled on land, and then we just sort of overpowered him. But that's the sort of thing that this deck is totally capable of. And the fact that I was able to win that second game, or that second match against the blue-black control deck, I think is testament to the power of the Constellation engine in the deck. Between Pharika and Eidolon of Blossoms and Whip, there's just a lot of ways you have that you're able to present threats that are difficult for a traditional control deck to deal with. Once we thought seized away the Perilous Vault, our opponent just had sort of card drawing and traditional removal spells, which just don't match up very well against Enchantress effects and things that can recur stuff from your graveyard. So overall, I felt this deck was really powerful. It has a lot of tools to beat both aggressive decks and control decks, and I certainly think that it's a very strong possible choice for Standard going forward. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the videos and the buffoonery that I blame Magic Online for, of just having a 13-card sideboard, but who knows? Anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.